All right, shalom, shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. All right, it's the brother Shamaria of the Indiana camp. All right, coming at you with another lesson. Before I start, I wanted to give double honors to my apostles, my elders, a great millstone who rule well. All right, and worthy to be accounted double honors for teaching me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you all came out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts, all right, for the love of the gospel. All right, like I said, this brother Shamaria, coming out of GMS, Indiana. All right, topic of this video is going to be Tobit 4 and 19. All right, Tobit 4 and 19. One of the key lines in that scripture that I wanted to get. It says, "All nations, every nation have not counsel." All right, that's what I wanted to. That's the topic of the video. Let me go ahead and read it. This is Tobit. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 19. The book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 19. Bless the Lord thine God always. All right, this is Tobit speaking to his son. All right. Now, this is what he's telling his son to do. Bless the Lord thine God always, and desire of him that thine ways be directed. It says, desire of him that thine ways be directed. So he's telling him to ask the Lord to direct thine steps, all right, or his decisions. It says, and that all thine paths and counsels may prosper. For every nation hath not counsel, but the Lord himself giveth all good things, and he humbleth whom he will, as he will. Now therefore, my son, remember my commandments, neither let them be put out of thy mind. All right, like he said, man, ask the Lord to direct your steps, and that all thine paths and counsels may prosper, be profitable. All right, for every nation have not counsel. So we have a direct link, all right, to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is the true living God of the world, the only living God of the world. And we Israelites have that. We have that connection to reach him. All right, beginning with that name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Most High, Ba'ashem in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. All right. So we have that connection. So we might as well use it because it's given unto us. Since I said that, let's get Deuteronomy 29:29. All right. This is Deuteronomy 29:29. All right. Deuteronomy 29:29 says, "The secret things belong unto the Lord our God." All right. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. All right. So the secret things belong to the Lord. All right. The things that he didn't tell us, but the things that he did tell us, which is his name, that's a secret. All right. Because the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen. All right. He revealed only to Israel his name. You know, it says, but those things which are revealed belong unto us, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, all right, and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law, all right, because this law is truly living, all right. This law is how you truly live. Yes, the heathens have breath in their body, and they can walk, and their heart is beating, all right, but they are not living, because when you truly live, you have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because it is written. You have to be quiet, okay? All right. Yeah. You want to get in? It's my pops. Hashem Yah.
Shalom, Akim. And Mataz, my grandson.
Oh, you saw Tazapunya.
Tazapunya, it's like it. I said Mataz.
The Zephaniah.
Yeah, Zephaniah.
Zephaniah, be quiet, okay?
Okay, this is Isaiah 9 and 19. He said, "Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail.
Okay.
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight." All right, and that's what we're seeing now, man. Because I mean, it's a beautiful time. Yet and still, it's scary, and I mean, it's exciting, it's scary. And all wrapped in one. You almost don't know how to actually take it, because you're excited that the Yahweh Shai is coming, but then you're scared. You feel fear, But then that's why we kind of stay in the scriptures, man, because this is our only comfort, man. This is the times that we need to always be in the scriptures because this is your comforting. Okay? He said, let not the, he said, arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. He said, let the heathen be judged in thy sight. All right? Because Yahushua, he is judged in Yahushua's sight, man, because we've been preaching this thing, man, like I said, since but even before the elders got out there, man. The apostles before our elders, our apostles, man, were out there. Okay, really, but right soon as Adam and Eve sinned, man, and man started dying, and and man started laying down, being put to dying. The everything worked together, man, towards our kingdom. Okay, and we're now seeing all these things come to fruition. Okay. All right, son. I can.
You know.
Yeah. Well. I can get to the next one. Okay. He said, in thy sight, verse 20. He said, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know. He said, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. All right, and that's exactly what Yahushua is doing, man. Esau is scrambling like crazy, man. Hey, then the things that's happening, the atrocities that's happening to America now, all goes down in history. This is the longest shutdown that's ever been, and they're declaring this is going far. It's going to go further than a month. It's been what, 3 weeks? It's going on a month.
Yeah, going on a month.
All right, so these things are going down in history. It's a few other things. Like I said, and people are inquiring. They're asking me. People are asking me stuff. Hey man, I heard y'all be preaching about this. Y'all be preaching about the chip. People are seeing these things come to fruition. Okay. All right, go ahead.
And us Israelites have a direct link of why these things are happening. All right, because these heathens ain't. Hey, read that. He said, all nations show the nations that they be but men. Who are the nations, man? He talking about the heathens. Show the heathens that they be but men. You know. And that's what the Lord is going to do, man, when he come back. So us Israelites, we have a direct link of why these things are happening. We can understand prophecy, but it is written that 2/3 of our people will not understand. But I'm just, stressing the fact that you could get it if the Lord put the Spirit on you, because you're an Israelite, and that's the whole point. Because while the secret things belong to the Lord our God, but those things which be revealed belongeth unto us and our children forever. All right.
Yeah.
And that's because we're Israelites.
Yeah, and we've been seeing, we've been seeing false prophets like make videos, man, trying to prophesy and turn prophecy around and all this stuff. Esau is scared, man. Esau is bro. He's trembling. He's trembling in his boots, man, because he's coming to find out that his place is going out. We got a guy that we seen, man. He was reading. He was reading what was that, Jeremiah? Babylon is not healed.
50, yeah.
He said, we got to still pray, brothers and sisters. We got to turn this thing around. Like, what? You trying to turn prophecy around? That's the ignorance of the heathens, man.
Yeah.
They think they can pray. That, bro, first of all, you can't pray.
Yeah.
You cannot pray. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to dawn on them, man. You got Edomites that died. One brother put that video up. Edomite said he died, and he said he went to heaven. And the nurse asked him, well, what did you see up there? He said, what did you see up there? He was like, what did he say? He said, I wasn't important up there. So man, that stuff is, man, that's scary. My son used to always quote Gabaria. He also said, man, it's a fearful thing, man. To Yahushua to have you in this thing all the way to the very end and then forsake you, man. And basically that's how Esau feeling. He's been worshiping this fake Jesus all these years and finding out that he has no part in none of this, man. That's a fearful thing, man. All right, go ahead, son.
Let me get the second Ezra 3.
Okay.
Second Ezra 3 and 31. All right. Second Ezra 3 and 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or are they of Babylon are heathens, all right? It says, or is any other people that know thee beside Israel? So he's speaking about heathens. For what generation have so believed thine commandments of Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thine commandments. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also, verse 34, and there is also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. All right, so these are traits that Israelites are the only people that can connect with the Lord. All right, it says, or when was it that they which dwelt upon the earth have not sinned in thine sight? All right, because none of the heathens are good. You can read about that in Psalms the 14th chapter. It says, no, not one. All right. It says, or what people have so kept thine commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thine precepts, but not the heathen. All right, because the Lord ain't dealing with these heathens, man, because we are the Lord's people. All right. We are Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh's people. So the Lord is only going to counsel with us. Right. You know?
Right. I got something real quick. This is in Genesis. And this is how everything's going back to the beginning, man. Okay, this is Genesis 10:1. He said, and this is when the Yahweh named all the generations, man. And we're going back to that. It's going to be that separatist thing again. Everyone, the scripture says that every nation is going to return back to their land. All right, this is Genesis 10:1. He said, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right, and now all nations came out of these four families, these four names. Okay, all nations came out of that, and through the nations, Yahweh only chose one nation. All right, and everything's going to go back to that. Now, it's not going to be no white, it's not going to be no black, it's not going to be no red man, no yellow man. It's not going to be none of that. It's only going to be nations of people. All right, I'm gonna skip all the names, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna scoot that down to 5. He said, but these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families in their nations. All right, but that in their tongues it won't be that no more. It's only gonna be Hebrew from the beginning. Mm-hmm. All right, but all those nations are gonna be under slavery up under the nation of Israel. Mm-hmm. All of them. So it was going right back to that to their lineage, their true lineage. You know, it won't be no what Esau changed the names to be.
I got a precept for you.
Okay, come
on. Scripture says that Israel shall dwell in safety alone.
Mm-hmm. Come on, that's right.
This is Deuteronomy 33. Is it 33, 28? No, sorry, 27. Deuteronomy 33 and 27. The eternal God is my refuge. Mm-hmm. All right. It says underneath are the everlasting arms, and he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And shall say, destroy them. So he's going to tell his people to destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. So who's going to be next to Israel? Who's going to be beside us when we dwell in safety? When Israel dwells in safety alone. That's why it says alone. Because there's going to be no other nation beside us dwelling in safety. You know, because we're going to destroy the heathen. It says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The foundation of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his servants shall drop down dew. It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord. There is no other nation like unto Israel. All right. It says, the shield of my help, who is the sword of thine excellency? Thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee. So Israel is the sword of the Lord's excellency. All right. It says, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. All right. Because we are the only nation of people with a God. So these other nations create idols to mimic our God. All right. Or to be like us. All right. So we're going to tread upon their high places, which is their idols. All right. Now I'm going to go Deuteronomy again. Now this is Deuteronomy 4 and 5, or 4 and 4. Deuteronomy 4 and 4 says, but ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord thy God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, because all of these commandments are life. All right, these commandments are likened unto life. All right, because why? The commandments are the words of the Lord, and the words of the Lord are His Spirit. All right, and the word quicken means to come alive. All right, because the scriptures, is it not written that it says this? It is the Spirit that quickeneth. All right, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. All right. For what nation is there so great? Verse 7. For what nation is there so great who have God so nigh unto them? As the Lord your God is in all things that we can call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? All right, so basically the heathen is looking at us like, surely this great people are wise and understanding. They have a God that's living power that works and fights for them. All right, and they can't have that. Let me tell you why they can't have that. This is Joel chapter 2 verse 27. It says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. My people shall never be ashamed. All right, see all these personal pronouns, my, I. All right, in the midst of Israel, proper noun. I'm gonna switch gears and tell you what the Lord think about these heathens. Isaiah 40. And 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, you take up the isles as a very little thing. My father just read to you the isles of the Gentiles. All right. So these isles are representing heathens. All right. He take up the isles as a very little thing. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. So you can't sacrifice anything to the Lord to make these heathens like unto Israelites. All right. It says, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. To all other nations besides the Israelites unto the Lord, they are nothing, and they are counted to the Lord less than nothing. So you're less than nothing, And this is Deuteronomy 7 and 7. All right, 7 and 6. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thine God, and the Lord thine God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor chose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers. You're talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. All right, so the Lord loved us. That's why he did the thing. That's why he do the things that he do for us. All right, that's why he did the things that he did for us in the past. That's why the heathens are counted less than nothing, because the Israel is the only people that's likened to him. All right, that's all I had. You have some, Pop?
Yeah, I was just trying to see where I'm gonna start. This is Isaiah 43.
Isaiah 43.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start at 7. Because this is Yahweh's judgment. This is Isaiah 43 and 7. He said, even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. All right, and that's the nation Israel. All right, well, Yahweh Shai. Verse 8, bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled, who among them can declare this, and shew us former things. Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is truth. All right, and the only ones can do that, man, is the nation Israel. All right, there's no truth being given to Esau, man. The scripture says he when he's born come out speaking lies. All right, and it says also in the New Testament, the devil is what it says, and then there's no truth in him.
Oh, I can't quote it. 44.
Yeah, I can't quote it verbatim.
He's the father of lies.
He's the father of lies, and there's no truth in him. So only one that can witness is the children of Israel, man. All right, and be justified. He said, witness that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is truth. He said, yea, are my witnesses, ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servants, whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after me. All right, and that's only to the nation Israel, man. Esau is he's done, man. You know, we see it, and that's the beautiful glory part about it. The thing is, like I said, you know, we shouldn't be troubled in our spirit, but you know, it's hard not to be. You know, brothers have families, you know, that's in this truth. You know, brothers have kids, you know, and we know how Shai said he got us, man. That's why we have to get comfort from the scriptures, man. Daily, you know, we can't. I would lie. I would be saying the untruth, man, if I say I wasn't. I don't want to say scared or worried, or I would be saying, you know, I wonder, you know, and I'm you know, I say I'm fearful. I would say a godly fear, because I don't know, you know. I pray that I'm doing enough. You know, it's a hard thing to balance. You know, try to balance your life and do things. You know, you got, you know, loved ones. You know, well, the ones that's not gonna get it, I'm not worried about them. But brothers is, you know, is catching it, man. And we pray daily, man, and trying to do what's right. You know. So hey, the scripture says, man, you know, if we barely, scarcely gonna make it, man, where does that leave the ones that do not believe? You know, the people that they ain't doing this work, that was bullshitting. Even people that's been bullshitting, man, are asking questions now. Like, man, you know, this government shutdown got motherfuckers kind of woolly in their boots, man. They didn't cut off. I know 3 people that got their stamps cut off, and they like inquiring, man.
Yeah.
You know. So hey, you know, we supposed to stand strong and bold, man, because hey, people, this thing is happening, man. Okay, yeah, that's all I guess.
All right, till next time, I hope this video was edifying to the elect of Israel. All right, and until next time, I'll say shalom.
Shalom.